the next little segment of this quite packed chapter 14 of the House of Mrth, we we finish up with Gertie being completely crushed, and Sldn going, oh, there's this party on, maybe Lily's there, and running off, leaving Gertie, poor Gertie, who is feeling so alone and so crushed, with a cousinly kiss on the cheek. Burns, must burn. He goes off to the party in hopes to find Lily. Unfortunately, he does not find Lily, and he finds a lot of talk about Lily, including the talk that, oh, she's probably going to be married off to Rosedale, and that's, you got to think that's just in this anti-Semitic crowd, this is like a total kiss of death, that would be bandied about. And also news that, yes, she had been at the party, but she took off, and a indiscreet member of the party, sort of slightly pushed on by Mrs. Fisher, who's delighting in all this gossip about Lily, to say, oh, yeah, no, I saw her. She went off, she called a cab and went to the Trenner's house. And they're like, yeah, but Judy Trenner is not in town. And at which point the guy who said it is like, well, maybe it wasn't. I have a terrible head for numbers. It's like, yeah, it's obvious. And there's a smile that goes around the room of like, okay, we know exactly her business and what she is up to, or, you know, even more inflated thing of that. Sldn detaches himself from the thing, and he's still holding on to, like, I can save Lily. I am going to be Perseus rescuing Andromeda. This is his saying, I'm going to be Perseus rescuing Andromeda, scooping her up, and we're going to, instead of just beating against the waves, we have to beat against all this morass. But like, this is going to be the way we're gonna save Thing. I've got my doodles barking outside, but she'll eventually bark herself out. And he gets joined by Lily's cousin, Van Elsine. This is, which Van Elsine is this? This is, it's a Van Elsine. I just don't know which one it is. He kind of goes into a whole thing of going through all the houses and like, oh, okay, this is new money. So they've gone for this kind of very kind of obvious kind of, Trianon style. Is it Arthur? I'm going to go, which, I just want to get the right note sign. I don't know which Van Elsine it is, but I think it's Arthur Van Elsine. But it's not important. But they are walking along, and they go by the Trenner house. And of course, we now learn that this is like we've been following Lily, and then all this stuff has happened on the same night that Lily is getting cornered and almost sexually assaulted by Gus Trenner. And they see them come out of the house, and her alight into a hansom cab and drive off. At which point, luckily for Lily, I guess, at least in one sense, it's her cousin. And he says, like, you know, nothing of this, he says, Van Elsine says to Sldn. As one of the family, I know I may count on you. Appearances are deceptive, and Fifth Avenue is so perfectly lighted. Like, we did not see what we just saw, okay? And Van Elsine is like, good night, and turns sharply down the side street without seeing the other's extended hand. So, even though he was hoping to rescue Lily, he's just seen Lily in what's probably considered extremely compromising situation. Not that Lily knew she was going to a compromised situation. She thought she was just going over to visit her friend Judy, but Judy wasn't there, and it was just Gus trying to trap her into a situation of getting more affection out of her for the money that he has basically given her. She fooled herself into thinking it was invested. It wasn't. And apparently now in the next section, we're going back to Gertie, because we know, you see, this is a brutal thing, as we know Lily is, at this moment, is like reverberating from almost getting sexually assaulted by Gus Trenner, and is like, I need to go to somewhere with unconditional love. And for that, she's going to Gertie, who has just been completely crushed by Lawrence Sldn, because he actually loves Lily, and I don't think it's going to be like, Gertie is not going to be in the most sympathetic mood, even though she's a really wonderful person. This sucks. This is going to suck. This is going to be hard. Or maybe we're going to just see exactly how amazing Gertie is. I guess we'll find out. That will be the next section within this chapter, which still has 15 minutes left. All right, more videos later.